Hey, what is going on, you guys? My name is Spydico64, and welcome back, everybody, to once again to yet another NASCAR 164 scale diecast review. And here for today's 164 scale diecast review, we're going to be here today, folks, to have a look at and review here today at, once again, another 2026 diecast. And actually, originally, I wasn't even going to pick up this car, but I did pick it up for one specific reason, and I will get to that here in a minute. But let's not waste any more time, and let's just get right on into the diecast review. Here today, we are going to be having a look at William Byron's number 24 Phorm Energy Chevrolet that he ran earlier this year at the Talladega Spring Race. So with that being said in mind, let's go ahead and just jump right into this review. Here's a quick look at the packaging, which nothing too different than the normal dimension. It's just the same 164 scale box. Nothing too different dimension there, so there you go. Yeah, has the Hendrick logo right there. Anyways, here is a look at the diecast itself. So William Byron, like I said before, ran this particular car at the 2020. Yeah, he ran this car at the 2024. Or no, not 2024, 2026. Yeah, he ran this scheme earlier this year at Talladega. Sorry, I lost my train of thought, and all that stuff. But, yeah, so we have right here a very cool and a pretty unique looking paint scheme here for William Byron. And of course, obviously, by the way, this was not scripted by any means necessary, but I guess you kind of could say it is. But of course, obviously, the 4th of July is this weekend, and all that good stuff. And hey, let's kind of go off ahead and have a look at a patriotic scheme. It's actually kind of funny because Byron is running a patriotic scheme this weekend at Chicagoland Speedway. And that's actually a pretty cool looking cool looking car. I'm pretty sure I'm going to pick up the diecast of that. But anyways, though, take a closer look, though, at the car itself here. So like I said, Byron drove this at the Spring Talladega race. And I don't remember how he did in this race. I think he might have got caught up in that big accident in turn 2 or turn 3 at Dega and all that such. But yeah, as of course you can see right here, Phorm Energy. This, if any of you guys have no idea what Phorm Energy is, this is Hendrick Motorsports' his new energy drink primary sponsor. Interestingly enough, Byron last year was actually sponsored by Celsius, but then I guess they switched up and now went to Phorm Energy right here. And I have tried their drinks, and I'll say this, they're not the best. I've had better, literally, like any other drink is better. Celsius, Monster, and all that good stuff. And that's kind of one of the reasons why I did pick up this car is that, yeah, you don't really get too many energy drink cars and all that good stuff. Well, I mean, you do get some. You do get some, but this year we haven't really had too many. Like, we hadn't had a Celsius offer this year, except for a Corey Heim race win, and then we got the Red Bull cars. But I gotta say, though, I really do like this scheme. I know there's been some folk out there that have said that this scheme looks terrible and that Lionel or Hendrick Motorsports went kind of cheap on this one. But in my opinion, I really do like... I'll say this about the car, and this is something I will say. I do really like the stars that go across the paint scheme right here. I really do love the way that they come across right here. I do think, though, what this car is missing, it is missing the stripes. It would have been kind of cool to, get more stripes on the car right here, but then again, that'll kind of maybe interfere with some of the sponsors here a little bit, like, and all that good stuff. But I don't know. I think it could have worked. Like, just have, like, and if you don't want to have all the stripes, have a set of, 6 here, and then maybe another set of 6 or 7, actually, and all that stuff. And you can have the, the 13 stripes to symbolize the original 13 colonies. That would have been really cool to see, but unfortunately, they did not go with that. And now this car is just kind of just all white again. And I do think that's kind of what makes the scheme kind of a bit of a cheap one, I guess you could say here. But the stars do look pretty good, though, and all that's good stuff. I know some are going to be asking me why did I decide to pick this one up instead of the Raptor scheme. We'll see if I get the Raptor scheme. I'm waiting to see if Byron wins in that car. I do want to do a race win version review of that if he wins. But so far, Byron has not been really good this year. Well, not good for Hendrick standards, that I'll tell you for sure. But anyways, though, let's not waste any more time and let's get down to the sponsors here. So, on the windshield banner does say, Chevy, and it does say Byron right there. You got the P for Phorm Energy. You got the stars on the stripes going right there. You, of course, got the hood louvers right there. Here is the Chevrolet front end. Number 24, Sanunco, Hendrick Motorsports, Sanunco down there. Got Goodyear on this side. NASCAR Cup Series, number 24, Phorm Energy, HP, All-Pro. You got William Byron up there on the name rail. HendrickCars.com, Valvoline, we do the work. Exalta, Liberty University. So funny enough, Exalta's on the car, but I don't see Raptor at all on this car at all. That's supposed to be their new, Raptor basically took over Exalta. That's really strange to me. But Exalta is actually sponsoring a couple races for Byron this year, so that's interesting. Then you got Phorm Energy, Chevrolet up there. We do the work, 24. And then, of course, obviously, you got Phorm Energy, Chevrolet, 24. Now, I'll be dead ass honest here. I have not counted all the stars here, but if there are all 50 stars on this whole entire car, I think that would be really cool. And again, actually, that does also go ahead and ask the question, why didn't they add the stripes? Well, I don't know. Anyways, you got the Phorm Energy gas cap ring right there, which Alex Bowman has as well. Interesting. I want to know if Chase Elliott has that or if it's just like a Coca-Cola ring. But I don't know. Maybe that's too expensive for them. And, of course, obviously, this car is on the base, which is kind of weird because I did have a look at some preview images of the Connor Zilic Red Bull car that's coming out here. I'm pretty sure the review of that should come in about a week. Hopefully, it comes earlier than normal. But anyways, though, talk about this car, or talk about the... Yeah, this is still on the base, while the other one is not, so that's very interesting. But anyways, though, with all that really kind of being said, though, I know that the last William Byron race win, or William Byron diecast review that we did, that one was a little bit, we got a bad one when it comes to the NASCAR Authentics line. God, and I saw some of the new, some bits of the new wave here, and all that good stuff, like the first, I don't know, I've been seeing Authentics popping up here and there, but not too much. But man, that Byron car was terrible. But anyways, though, overall, really cool looking car. I do think, though, that this game is missing the stripes. It really is missing the stripes on this car. Again, I really don't know what Phorm Energy was really kind of going with this one. I do think they're trying to base this off of their can. One of their cans, at least, and all that good stuff. So there you go. Now, Byron is going to be driving this car at St. Louis later this year. And actually, fun fact, both Phorm Energy, I think, is also Phorm Energy and Busch Light are both brewed in actually, yeah, they're actually owned by the same company, I think, Anheuser-Busch, which that's very interesting. So you, of course, obviously got these two right here, the two best buds, Ross Chastain and William Byron. At least I think they are best friends. Well, not best friends, but, friends off the track and all that such. Because, what was it called? Chastain's crew chief this year. Brandon McSwain was an engineer on Byron's car last year. I don't know. Maybe that's the reason why Byron has struggled this year. Brandon McSwain left and went to Ross Chastain, and then Trackhouse fell off a cliff this year. So, I don't know. But yeah, like I said before, though, guys, and now already so far, this is our 5th diecast review of the year. So that 5th diecast review of 2026, and of course, we're gonna get the next one up coming here very soon with Connor Zilic. That should be a very exciting diecast review. I really can't wait to review that Red Bull car. And we got the batch review coming up here for O'Reilly, the first batch review for O'Reilly, which just to kind of give a little bit of a preview. Oh, you can't see the rest, but we got some cool videos here coming out here, guys. So there you go. But with that being said, though, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Have a great 4th of July tomorrow. And yeah, with that being said, I will catch all of you in the next video. See you all later.